it's a show which is a very big brand and it's been going on for 5 seasons, the 6th season. And जो भी show से हमेशा connected रहे हैं, connect वो it's been a very successful journey. गलत सही क्या गलत है क्या सही है, you don't know. Nobody can discuss or say that okay this one is more deserving or that one is not more deserving. मेरे साथ भी ऐसा भी हुआ था जब मैं बिग बॉस में थी. वॉरियर वुमन का गेटअप कैसे होगा, वो कैसे दिखेगी, कैसे चलेगी, उसके बाल कैसे होते हैं. हम लड़कियां तो बचपन से अपनी सेल्फी लेते रहती है, but not in a getup like this. I worked with the director before on Kavach also, so I'm very comfortable working with my directors and also the creative team.
Mahek, welcome on Bollywood Hungama. It's just great having you today for this conversation.
Thank you.
So Mahek, you're making a comeback on television in the fiction space after a very long time. So I would like to ask you, how and when did this show happen? And what made you sign this show for your comeback?
See, the show, I mean, obviously it's been a show. It's a show which is a very big brand and it's been going on for 5 seasons, the 6th season. And जो भी show से हमेशा connected रहे हैं, वो it's been a very successful journey for them also.
Yes.
Also because I think I did my first fiction with Ekta ji. So with Ekta ma'am, whenever she's asking for something, she knows ये जो actor है ये किरदार में ये बहुत अच्छे से निभा सकते हैं. और जब उन्होंने ये किरदार का नाम भी लिखा था तो उन्होंने महक लिखा था, तो I think it was meant to be. And Colors is also somebody that I have worked with always. I've done my Bigg Boss with them. I've done my खतरों के खिलाड़ी, कवच पे Colors पे था, तो मेरी जर्नी ही Colors के साथ है. So all these things put together, and also my casting to my directors. So all these things put together, actually, obviously, I will say yes, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
We are really glad to see you also in this franchise. And so right now, as you mentioned, you have been associated with Colors for a very long time. You did the Bigg Boss 5, then you did Khatron Ke Khiladi, you did Kavach, and now finally you are doing one of their greatest show, which is Naagin. So how has been the journey with Colors, especially?
Oh, it's been, I mean, I think most of the stuff that I have done has always been with Colors. So I know a lot of people who are in Colors, and उनके साथ फिर एक tuning हो जाती है, एक rap हो जाता है जब इतने साल से आप लोग उनके साथ काम भी कर रहे हैं. So yeah, I mean, being part of this show, already know कि PR team में कौन है, आपको ये पता कि channel में कौन head है, आपको पता कि creative में कौन head है, तो कोई भी चीज होती है तो आसानी से because friendship भी होती है, फिर आसानी से आप समझा सकते हो या फिर वो हमें समझा सकते हैं. So एक comfort level जहाँ आप काम करते हो, it's very very important.
Probably, I agree upon that. So, out of all those shows you have done in the past, be it with Colors, be it with any other channel, how special is this particular show for you?
I think this show is special because, as I said, it's a very big brand, and also it's like you're working with some of the best when it comes to TV. We all know that Ekta ma'am is a queen when it comes to TV. She has best shows. I mean, everybody knows that. Also, the director, I've worked with the director before on Kavach also, so I'm very comfortable, working with my directors and also the creative team. So yeah, I mean, being a part of something like this, it's a very big thing. I think a lot of actors, especially female actors who get such strong roles, jo female-oriented scripts jo hoti hain, they would envy to be in my shoes, which I'm very lucky to be in today's date.
Probably. And as you mentioned, it's one of the greatest thing to be. So when you were signing this show, and right now, as you mentioned that Ekta ma'am wrote your name for that particular role. So did you felt a responsibility on your shoulder, or to carry the legacy the show has created over the last
time? I have, but I think it's a responsibility which is shared between so many people. Obviously, I think the person जिसने इस किरदार को या इस character को पैदा किया है अपने ज़हन के अंदर, that is Ekta ma'am. So the half the responsibility of how this person is going to look, you will be surprised. She even sometimes when I'm in a कोई getup में होती है, जो western getup में होती हूँ, वो specifically बोलती है I want this kind of shoes, so you can understand till which point down to every detail that Ekta ma'am thinks. So half the job is obviously done by the people who are creative and the makers and the producers of this show. Sometimes I basically just have to come, एक छोटा सा वो नाक में वो नथ भी कितना बड़ा होना चाहिए, that is also discussed and taken, the call has been taken by all these people who are so professional, who's been working behind the camera on such kind of shows. So half the responsibility is जो लुक का होता है, फिर हमारे स्क्रिप्ट राइटर्स होते हैं, हमारे डायरेक्शन टीम होती है, हमारे जो सीजी में होते हैं. सो इट्स अ shared pressure and it's a shared fun and it's a shared creativity जो हम एक दूसरे के साथ बातचीत जब करते हैं और एक दूसरे को जब समझते हैं, उसको फिर वो निखार के जब आता है, वो जब स्क्रीन पे आता है, it's even a better job.
Probably. And as you just mentioned about the look,
Yeah.
so your look is very different from rest of the roles which you have played in the past. So how
Yes.
was the look test, that process, and
Look
like
test has been
getting
done. Sometimes look tests are done many times because it can be, there's certain things which is not matching, or the hair is not right, or the makeup is not right, or the costumes or the jewelries are not right. But that is something that you keep working on, keep working on, and keep working on. But there's a certain kind of look that a Naagin has had for so many years also. So usko thoda sa change humne kiya hai is baar. There's not so much of gold jewelries and heavy kind of outfits. It's a little more of a simpler outfit, but it's a very strong. She wears these like उसके arms पे वो ऐसे वो like a warrior जैसे woman होती है, क्योंकि उसका किरदार भी इस शो में यही है कि वो इस देश को बचाने के लिए आती है from the देशद्रोहीs basically. So that look has also been in the back of their minds. Also, there's a lot of Western looks also in the shows. It's not only that कि वो जब नागिन के रूप में आती है, it's also a lot of Western looks. So it's a lot of change this time in Naagin 6.
This season looks way too different from rest of all these seasons. So
Yes.
what can the audience expect from this particular season, as the theme follows world pandemic?
Yeah, it does. Also, जैसे मैंने कहा कि नागिन को इतने सालों के बाद उसको फिर जगाया जाता है और फिर वो देशद्रोही इसको ढूंढती है और वो अपना बदला लेती है, एक एक को वो ढूंढती है, जिस तरीके से वो उसको ढूंढती है. ज्यादातर दूसरे नागिन में हमेशा ऐसा तो होता कि उसके जो एनिमीज होते थे उसके नागिन की आंखों में पता चल जाते थे. इस बार ऐसा नहीं है. It's a little bit of a different story. So these things are obviously there, and also when you've been working on a project which has been number 1, number 2, number 3, तो आप हमेशा उससे भी बेहतर करने की कोशिश हमेशा करते हैं. So rest is up to God. I hope people will like. People keep changing. उनके views भी change होते हैं, तो उनको हमेशा कुछ नया चाहिए. And it's our job to try to deliver that. Our job, our creative job, the maker's job, to get that and give it to these people who are such big fans of the show.
I'm sure they're gonna love this season as well, because as you mentioned, the entire team has worked hard a lot. So probably, okay. So when I would like to ask this thing also to you, how was the first day on the set be like, when you finally wore that getup and stepped in to do your first scene, and that
I
first
took so many selfies. I sent to my mom, to my sister, to everybody. They're like, wow, pretty hot like रही है. I was like,
Oh.
really? Wow. Like, I was super excited. I was, because I was like, as I said, बचपन में हमेशा वो वॉरियर वुमन का गेटअप कैसे होगा, वो कैसे दिखेगी, कैसे चलेगी, उसके बाल कैसे होते हैं. हम लड़कियां तो बचपन से अपनी सेल्फी लेते रहती है, but not in a getup like this. So this was a very different kind of getup, and I'm very excited that it turned out to look really nice.
It did actually.
Thank you.
And how was your first shot? Like, was it too much retakes? And I guess you had to shoot in chroma.
Nothing like that. My directors are very good at explaining exactly what they want. So also जब सामने वाले से जो वो समझाते, इतने प्यार से समझाते, इतने अच्छे से समझाते, क्योंकि वो इतने अभी सीनियर्स है, इतना वो काम कर चुके हैं और वो नागिन से भी जुड़े रहे हैं इतने सालों से, तो उनको अच्छी तरह से पता है कि एक्टर से काम कैसे निकालना है और उनको कितना क्या चाहिए. So they are very good and they know exactly how to handle the actors very well.
That's nice, and that's the reason, why such a great performance is coming out of the show.
And the show has been such a super hit show for such a long time. So as I said, it's makers, it's the creators of obviously Ekta ma'am, and it's also all the other people, dress man and script writers. It's a teamwork of everyone who's been working on the show for such a long time.
Exactly. And so how has been your bonding with your co-stars?
Oh, very good. हमारी bonding तो Bigg Boss से ही शुरू हो गई थी, जब हम लोग तीनों मिले. Bigg Boss की बातें तो खत्म ही नहीं हुई. So there's already a
common point between all three of you.
हम लोग बात करते हैं, gossip करते हैं. Also थोड़ा feel भी होता है कि क्योंकि आप इतने महीने अंदर रहे हैं, तो it's not a normal situation to put into. तो एक तो वो भी वहीं आ जाता है कि हाँ मेरे साथ कैसा हुआ था, तुम्हारे साथ कैसा हुआ था. So बात वहीं से भी शुरू होती है, and then we are connected as a, like we're working on to make the same thing be better and to look better and to work hard together. तो वहीं भी वो एक दूसरी वो कनेक्शन हो जाती है.
हाँ.
समटाइम्स ये कनेक्शन होने के बाद पर्सनालिटीज मैच नहीं होती हैं, लेकिन वो भी है हम तीनों के बीच में. नॉट ओनली विद अस, इवन विद उर्वशी और बाकी के जो भी लोग हैं जो इसमें कनेक्टेड है एज एक्टर्स.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very lucky कि जहाँ आप काम करते हो हर रोज अपने इतने घंटे आप गुजारते भी हो, it's a very nice, calm, happy situation where we have a lot of fun and we crack a lot of jokes. So time जल्दी से गुजर जाता है.
That's really amazing. So it was nice, great talking to you, Mahek, and
To you too.
I wish
And
you
do
all
see
the
the show and please let me know how it was.
definitely. I
How
will
it is.
definitely watch it. And lastly, one last thing, and I'll wrap this up. So
Sure.
you have the winner of Bigg Boss 15 with you as your co-star.
Yes.
Like while Tejasswi's win, she was questioned by a section of people, like that she didn't deserve the trophy and all. There was a section of people. There were, of course, there are a
See,
great
हमेशा
number
होता
of
है Big
fans.
Boss में. See, also when I was a part of Big Boss, it was exactly the same thing. So it's a 4 month of show. So every person has a different kind of personality. And people who are the viewers जो ये देखते हैं, उनको हर अलग अलग पर्सनालिटीज पसंद आती है. किसी को ये सही लगता है, किसी को यही सही लगता है. बट इफ यू सी ओवरऑल, दिस ऑलवेज गलत सही, क्या गलत है क्या सही है. You don't know. Nobody can, discuss or say that, okay, this one is more deserving or that one is not more deserving. मेरे साथ भी ऐसा भी हुआ था जब मैं बिग बॉस में थी. I was the first runner up and there was a bunch of people who like, oh, we are going to boycott Big Boss, we are not going to see it, how could she not win, how could Joey win. So this is always going to happen over there. The main thing I think that the viewers or the fans should understand is the reason that these actors or these celebrities are a part of Big Boss is also because they're 4 months on TV और उनकी popularity बढ़ती है. So when you come out of the show, what work you are doing and how much you are on screen और तुम लोगों के कितने दिल जीतते हो तभी भी काम करना है. और आपकी popularity करने के when you become popular, that you stay in the limelight and you still are working. That is what people should see. Everybody can't become a winner. So there's always going to be people that say, no, she is not deserving. But then another person wins, then they're going to say, no, that person was not deserving. Tejaswi should be winning. So these things are always going to be happen, but everybody can't be a winner. But you are a winner of person. जैसे वो बोलते हैं ना, you're winner of heart. So you won a lot of hearts. That is the main thing कि आप लोगों के ज़हन में रह जाते हो या नहीं रह जाते हो. If you've got that love from the fans. So that's always the most important thing.
True, exactly. I agree upon it. So it was just great talking to you, Mahek. And
thank you so much for having me.
Of course, it was my pleasure too. And I wish you all the very best for the show. And I'm sure it's gonna rock it.
I'm 100% sure we're gonna rock it. We are rock stars, so we'll rock it.
Exactly.
All right, you take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye.